There was a time in the mid-2000s when Nolita was a bit of a menswear mecca. You had Eunice down the street, Todd Snyder, the Shot Store. Now you've got 3sixteen holding it down here on Elizabeth. We're gonna go inside and say what's up to Andrew, one of my oldest friends, and see what's new in the store.
I'm right here.
Oh, sure. What's up? So people think about 3sixteen as a denim and Americana heritage brand. People don't know you guys began as a streetwear brand.
Yeah, although the term streetwear has changed so much over the years.
When I say streetwear, I mean you guys were trafficking primarily in graphics.
I don't like the word trafficking.
It's a very streetwear term. The majority of your volume was generated by, you know, Nas references. Everyone
Correct.
to the Cousins shirt, right?
Yeah,
It was,
yes.
It was Sleepy the Dwarf and the Grim Reaper dapping each other up.
What we loved about streetwear then was that the graphics had a message. And so it wasn't just something with a logo. It was something that talked about what your interests were. It was like a band tee, but the cuts were sometimes a little deeper.
Fast forward to like 2011, 2010, that's when you guys really started getting into salvage denim, heritage items. I mean, that original duffel coat that you had, you know, the street etiquette guys model.
I'm glad you called out the duffel coat because that was part of a whole collection that we started releasing in 2008, and jeans were just a part of it.
Yeah.
Duffel coats, wool pea coats, wool flannel overshirts, the wax stadium jacket. We still loved graphic t-shirts, but the wardrobe that you started to build around it was a lot more minimal and subdued than what people were seeing in these streetwear boutiques. You can create a sort of language around silhouettes, around materials that communicate in the same way that a graphic t-shirt does. And the jeans kind of were part of that whole thing.
Well, there's also this thing about camaraderie and community that comes around both in streetwear and the world that you occupy now, whatever you want to call it, right? Brendan Radmanson was at Supreme. He was using British Miller Rain to make wax jackets. You had guys like Ray Mate at Mighty Healthy, Acapulco Gold, 10 Deep, that were doing this streetwear meets militaria meets like a little bit of heritage in their own way too.
Yeah, I think a lot of brands were referencing things that they either loved 90s rappers wearing or had grown up wearing themselves. We were doing the same thing. It just so happened that the fabrics that we were choosing and the silhouettes that we were putting together were informed by other influences as well. Nom de guerre, big influence for us. The way that they were able to take militaria and transform it into high fashion was something that we were really, really into.
I feel like you guys don't get enough credit for ushering in the sort of modern era of Japanese denim. When you guys partner with Self Edge, that was a really big deal where internet denim heads and IRL denim heads started coming together and you guys became like one of the destination shops.
For the record, I'll say it again, like where would we be without Self Edge? My partner Johan's initial visit to Self Edge in San Francisco and buying a pair of $300 Samurais, which was insane to me at the time, kind of opened our eyes to what it could be. Kia advised us on our first pair of jeans when we were designing them. He encouraged us to try and aim a little higher. And Johan asked him, like, do you want to carry it at Self Edge? He's like, I don't know if it's really for me. It doesn't match up with everything else I have in the shop. And we're like, cool. So we sold 100 pairs of indigo, sold 100 pairs of black.
What was that first pair of jeans?
It was the SL100X. So 100X is still our flagship indigo fabric. It was what was then called a modern straight leg. So the rise was a little lower. There was room in the thigh, but not as much room as what people like now. Maybe 6 months in, Kia said to us, I think there's room at the shop for a jean or a brand like this, something that people can kind of have an entry point. And that's what we viewed ourselves as with respect to Japanese denim.
So you guys started with the straight leg. Now you have your most voluminous fit, the relaxed straight. How do you guys know when the market's kind of ready for either a jean to go wider, slimmer, or, you know, more recently boot cut?
I really, really trust the taste of all the people that work here, what they're into. Sometimes they'll come into the office with something that we don't make. Not that we go and make that right away. Sometimes it takes 2 years, 3 years, whatever, but we're already thinking about it.
So beyond denim, you have this amazing sportswear line. You do a full collection every season. And then you also have collabs with everybody from Shot to Saucony, where you have running shoes and running gear. Tell me about that evolution of the brand.
All the brands that we love find ways to inject their personality into the product. With active and running stuff, that's just something we started 3 years ago because we were already working on a project with Saucony, and we're like, if we're gonna shoot this stuff, we should shoot it with our clothes. There's no reason to pull somebody else's. And at the time on the market, there wasn't anything in the colors and in the silhouettes that we really liked. With Shot, that's been a long time partnership. We've been making jackets with them for 10 years now. And we have the ability to, and we have done in-house leather before, but there's a specific look that Shot is capable of that you really don't go anywhere else for. If you're gonna make a double rider jacket, it should not be with anybody else. You should make it with the creator of the asymmetrical moto jacket, right? And there's so much other stuff in their heritage. We made A2 bombers with them, Type 3 jackets with them. We just bring our perspective to it. We bring leathers to them that we think it would look good with, and we just try and present it in a way that feels true to us.
Do you think it's ironic that you guys started as this brand that people would wear with their sneakers to now making some really cool sneakers that people can't wait to wear with their jeans?
Listen, I think that anybody of our age that came up either making clothing or being into clothes, the dream has always been to make a sneaker. Shout out Jason at Saucony for seeing our vision and giving us the chance to do that. We have another project coming out with them next year, so it's been a lot of fun.
You have been during COVID, very interesting time for the city. What was that like when you guys were able to finally just open the doors and start welcoming people in on a semi-regular basis?
Well, that was obviously not the plan. We signed the lease December 2019. We broke ground February 2020, and we had to put everything on pause, like everything else in the world. It was really, really nice to open up and be able to be a home for people who couldn't go see their family and didn't really have anything else that they could really do on a regular basis. So people would come and visit us. Business was slow the first year, but it picked up really, really well. And now we're firing on all cylinders. We're about to renovate and expand the shop a little bit. So very thankful. It was not the journey I anticipated, but it's been really good.
All right, Andrew, so let's get to the fun part. What am I gonna buy today?
You know what I love about you is that you are a certified copper. I mean, anybody who knows Jian knows that he loves to buy clothes. We already have the best jeans in the neighborhood, and people know that. So if you're looking for jeans, we have tons of them. I wanted to actually have you try on something that is newer for us, which is this pleated trouser.
Oh, sick.
This is 100% linen, and it is elasticated on the waist.
Ooh, okay.
So really nice and comfy, super, super flowy, especially as it starts to get warmer out. This is gonna be something that's really easy to wear. The shirt that I was talking to you about before was this short sleeve commuter. Really light, crispy, striped poplin.
The chalk M43. I need a margarita. Oh no, this is definitely a chelada look. Like this is the outfit you wear when you don't pay taxes.
I want that.
Andrew, you're a jeans guy, but also the real ones know you're a beans guy. Like certified coffee snob.
Wondering where you were going with that.
Where do you get your coffee right here?
A gassy guy is what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
I love our friends over at Park at Kim's. It is 4 extremely handsome guys that, let me see it, prepare delicious coffee. One of the partners is Nepalese. The sleeper order on that menu is chia. So if I'm caffeinated out for the day, I'll go for something like that. Lunch spot, I don't think anybody visiting our neighborhood can go wrong with hitting up Parisi Bakery, getting a Dennis, which is their flagship sandwich. It's a chicken cutlet, prosciutto, basil pesto, red peppers, get the red peppers, and fresh mozzarella.
All right, what about a dive bar, like local watering hole?
If you're a degenerate, which some of your viewers are,
myself included.
Yourself included, Spring Lounge is open all day long. We could go right now.
Oh, wow.
We could go right now.
Great.
And it's cool because it's for people who come off the night shift. So there are people that'll show up at like 9, 10 a.m., crush a Guinness or something. I would also recommend Lovely Day over here. Everybody goes there for a meal, but their cocktails are great. The Tokyo Mule is delicious.
Yes. What about a restaurant for like a nice sit-down meal?
I would take you to Potluck Club. Shout outs to Corey, Kim, Ricky, Zan, Justin. Great hosts. The food being good is like a bare minimum for me. I want to feel at home. And that's what they do. If you're going by yourself, which is a power move, go with a lot of people so you can order everything on the menu. But if you're going by yourself, get the endive salad, get the rice rolls with the hanger steak, and definitely get the salt and pepper chicken with the Italian biscuits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that place. I know you asked for 1 deep cut hidden gem, but I'm gonna give you 3 at the same address. First one's gonna be Shujiao Fuzo Cuisine. This place serves up dumplings and peanut noodles for stupid cheap. Second one's gonna be over here, Grand Nature, recommended by my buddy Chris Gayamali. This is one of his top massage spots in Chinatown. It is not a relaxing massage, it's a painful massage, but it's one where you'll actually feel better the next day. And then Paradise of Replica, which is on the 2nd floor of this building, right next to Grand Nature, is a record shop with some really deep cuts. The owner has great taste. Tell him what you're into. He'll find something new for you to check out for the first time. There's a record player in there. You could actually listen to the records before you buy them. So yeah, if I'm looking for a me day or even a me afternoon, I'll just get a meal here, go shop for some records, and then go for a massage. A painful massage. For the past 6 years that we've been open, nobody gets to go beyond this arch unless you work here or you're a close friend and need to use the bathroom. But we're gonna be going under the knife in July, and apologies for the mess. but this was our showroom, office space, design studio, and we're packing up. We're moving it out because we will be turning this into retail storefront space. We need more dressing rooms, we need more display options, and it's gonna look really beautiful. So this is your last look at the back half of 190 Elizabeth Street. We closed for about a month and a half this summer, and then we're gonna be back up and running.